Okay, y'all, so I've been getting them symptoms. I'm about to take this test and we both gonna see what's going on. Like, I kind of feel like what it is, but you just never know. So we about to see right now. My gosh, y'all, I'm pregnant.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. If y'all are new, welcome, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, you guys. I know I've been gone, y'all, for like what, a month off my channel. It's been a month since I've been posting. Y'all know I do not go that long, baby, so y'all already know something had to been up. And a lot of y'all, I'm saying a lot of y'all was in my DM asking me, just where you at, where you been, are you okay, why you not uploading, babe? Like, and I felt very like, you know, and I was replying to a lot, basically telling them like, yeah, I'm good, you know, I'll be back uploading. So here I am, back uploading for you guys. And by the title and the thumbnail, that's exactly why your girl been MIA. That's exactly why. And I'm there probably like, Jazz, you guys set the fuck down. You guys set the fuck down, Jazz. You let a nigga sit you down and it's almost summer. Yes, y'all, yes, your girl was sat down. Keyword was I was pregnant. I had got some very unfortunate news a few weeks after I found out I was pregnant. Your girl had a miscarriage. I'm about to tell y'all the whole scoop. Hopefully I don't be all over the place, y'all, because y'all know how your girl gets. I be all over the place. But I'm gonna try to stay on a straight line for y'all, that way y'all not confused about shit. Oh, I'm gonna be inserting pictures, videos, like little clips throughout this video, that way y'all can also not only hear me saying it, but y'all see it. I found out, y'all, I was pregnant March 4th, and I got very unfortunate news. Let me see, when did I get the unfortunate news, y'all? Hold on. I forgot when I had when I had got that unfortunate news. Let me see here. It had to been like a couple days before April 25th. So anyways, y'all, I forgot what that's called. To my women that went through it, y'all know, just put in the comments, because I forgot what it's called, or I'll probably put somewhere on the screen about what it's called, when your baby stopped growing at 6 weeks. But so that's exactly what happened, and I ended up miscarrying. But I found out that I was pregnant March 4th. I was about 4 or 5 weeks pregnant, y'all. And the next time I was able to see an OB was when I was like about 10 weeks. 9 or 10 weeks when I went, to go to my OB, but they didn't do the ultrasound. When I had my first ultrasound, y'all, is when I was 10 weeks. I was supposed to be 10 weeks, but when they seen the baby on ultrasound, the baby was only measuring 6 weeks, y'all. I was scheduled for an ultrasound, for my 10-week ultrasound. Went in there. When I seen my baby on the screen, y'all, that baby was a pebble. So I already knew from jump that something was wrong. Even though, you know, the lady was telling me like I could be really, you know, early, or I could have ovulated late. When she told me that, I said no. In my head, I was like, that's something is wrong. Because for one, I was keeping track. I was keeping track of my period, y'all, because I'm off. I don't, like a few videos back, I told y'all that I was getting off of birth control. I'm still not on birth control. So I was keeping track of my periods on my Flow app. So I knew from jump, like, no, I'm not missing nothing. Like, baby, I was keeping track of my periods from the Flow app. So I knew that was not it. And then to mention, if y'all don't know, I had a miscarriage a few years ago before I got pregnant with Elena. So I had a miscarriage, and then 3 months later after that miscarriage, I got pregnant with Elena. So it's like I already knew, you know, okay, this is not right. You feel me? Like, the baby supposed to be way bigger than what it looked like on the screen. You know? So I was just letting her, sorry. I was just letting her, you know, say what she, you know, had to say. She couldn't tell me much because, you know, you have to leave that to the OB to tell you. So she couldn't tell me much, but she was quiet. She couldn't really find the baby with my stomach, like doing ultrasound stomach wise. Did that, seen the baby, but it was like a little pebble.
Sure, that's probably a better question for Shannon.
No activity going on, no heartbeat. I was already getting teary-eyed, y'all. Even though I was mentally preparing myself for it after I seen the baby on the screen as a pebble, I was just trying to mentally prepare myself for the OB to tell me, like, yeah, this is, you know, unfortunately, you know. So I was just trying to mentally prepare myself. I was getting teary-eyed, y'all, because it's like, even though it was unplanned, it was a shock to me as well, I still was happy as hell. I was happy as hell when I found out that I was pregnant. I'm like, oh my God, my daughter about to be a big sister. Like, oh my God, like, you know, like, yeah, okay. After I did the ultrasound, put on my pants, whatever, went downstairs for my OB to talk to me about or go over my options and go over what's going on and stuff like that. So my OB's assistant ended up taking my blood pressure, making me pee in a cup, woo this and that. So went to the back of the room, waited for my OB, and she finally came in and she told me, like, so here's the thing. And I love my OB because she'll tell you straight up, like, you her daughter. Like, she said, here's the thing. Something's not adding up. So she straight up said, like, here's the thing, something's not adding up, Jazz. Like, something is not adding up. Either you ovulated late, or, you know, you must have gotten the dates wrong. But I told her, I said, no. I kept track of my stuff on the Flow app. And then she was like, okay, something is not, you know, something's not adding up. You know, so she was just going over the good, you know, like, I do a follow-up and the baby could grow. One day I would have to, like, get my blood drawn, then the next day I have to get my blood drawn, and then I have to do a follow-up ultrasound to make sure, like, the baby didn't grow and stuff like that before we do a procedure or the medical pill, or just letting the body naturally pass it on its own. So those are my 3 options that she gave me. So I already told her, I told her straight up, said, I'm not doing no DNC. I don't want to do that. I told her, I don't want to do that DNC junk. So she said that they all got their pros and they all got their cons, you know. She said, or you can let your body naturally pass it. So I'm thinking, like, okay, well, if my baby didn't grow and I'm like 10 weeks and the baby only measuring 6, I'm looking like, when is my body gonna realize like, okay, the baby is dead? I'm like, I don't want to pass it naturally, because it's like I'm gonna be walking around with, you know, a dead, you know, Emmy. So I was like, I'm just gonna do the peel, you know, to speed up the process fast. I'm just gonna do that. So she said, okay, before we do that, we're gonna do some tests to make sure your HCG levels are either going up or going down, and then we're gonna do a follow-up on ultrasound to make sure that everything is how it is before we move on to doing the peel. And I completely understand it, because, you know, sometimes a miracle can happen and the baby grows tremendously over a couple days, you know? A miracle like that can happen. So I understand why they say we're gonna take tests and then do a follow-up to make sure that, you know, before they move forward to that unfortunate thing, that the baby is really what it is. I ended up having to go back there 2 times, doing my follow-up, y'all, and the baby didn't grow. No activity still, no heartbeat still. So I ended up having to do the peel. She put the prescription in for me, got it same day, but I took it the next day. So I'm gonna tell y'all, my baby always touch my arm, so I'm gonna tell y'all my experience with the peel. So y'all, with the peel, I had to take it every 4 or 6 hours. It was one of those. I think it was every 6 hours. Excuse me. So 4 sets of 3 pills. So I took the first batch of 3 around 4. Then I took the next batch of 3 6 hours later. Then the next batch 6 hours later. Then the last batch 6 hours later. So it was 4 batches of 3 pills that I had to take, and I had to take them all, baby. You feel me? Like, so that way it flushes out everything that's going on down there. So baby, let me tell y'all, the first batch, I was fine. I started spotting, you know, a little bit of cramps here and there. I was fine. Baby, the second batch tore me up. Okay, the second batch with the 3rd set, it tore my ass up, baby. When I tell y'all that, my OB told me that, I feel like I'm going over the place, but my OB told me, she said if I soak, after I take the pill, she gave me the instructions and everything, and she said the instructions will also be on the bottle. But she did tell me the instructions, what I will experience, and this and that. She told me if I soak 2 pads in less than an hour, go to the doctor, go to the ER. She said don't play with it. She said do not play with that, because people have died. So I had that in mind, like, okay, well, don't play with it. Like, don't play when it comes to that. So baby, I soaked 2 pads in less than 30 minutes. Okay, I soaked 2 pads in less than minutes. I'm talking about, it was coming through the damn pad, it was coming through my panties, it was coming through my pants, it was coming onto the car seats. Okay, that's how bad I was bleeding, baby. So, and not only was I cramping bad, I was bleeding like that. Then on top of that, y'all, I was getting so cold, like I was shivering, I was feeling lightheaded. So I couldn't drive. My sister ended up taking me to the ER. But the person at the ER ended up telling me, like, that's pretty normal. I'm like, normal? I'm like, lady, I'm soaking through not only my panties, but it's coming through my pants. Like, that's normal? And she was like, yes, it's pretty normal, because you're going to experience a lot of heavy bleeding. So you're going to experience a lot of heavy bleeding and stuff. She said, if it continues to happen another hour, come back. So I'm like, okay, I'm not about to argue with her. So I said, okay, I'm going to just do that. I go back home, y'all. And an hour passed, and I could totally start lighting up. So I just started thanking God. But I was still feeling cold, y'all. I was still feeling cold, and I was still a little lightheaded. I wasn't eating for real, y'all. I kind of lost my appetite a little bit. I wasn't eating, but I was trying to drink some water. Like, I was at least trying to keep myself hydrated. But, yeah, over the hours, you know, it started lightening up. I was like, thank God. So, let me stop this and turn it back up. Hold on. So, that happened. Then, let me turn the car for a minute. Then, what happened? So, yeah. So, I ended up calling my OB the next morning because it was after hours and, you know, she wasn't there. So I ended up calling my OB the next morning and telling her exactly what happened. And she said, did I go to the ER? I told her yes, and I told her exactly what the ER told me. And she said, okay, did it lighten up? And I said, yes, it did. And I asked her, I said, I'm kind of scared to take the 3rd dose of the, you know, 3 sets of pills. I was like, should I still take those even, even though, the bleeding stopped? Like, not the bleeding stopped, but the bleeding lightened up. And she's like, if the bleeding lightened up, definitely take it. You have to finish the whole bottle. That way it works, you know, because if anything is left, if there's any leftovers inside, you know, my uterus, they will have to do a D&C, because that can lead to, you know, infection and other shit. Didn't want that, babes. Didn't want that. So ended up taking my 3rd set of the pills. It was okay, you know. I started bleeding more. It wasn't as heavy as the 2nd dose, but I started bleeding, you know, cramping, woody woo, passing blood clots, woody woo, doing that. And then I took the last dose, and that was just that, and I let it, you know, run its course. So then I had went to do my follow-up to make sure everything was good, and everything was good. Nothing was, you know, left. Didn't have to get on D&C, thank God. You know, everything was out. Oh, but yes, when I did I'm all over the place, y'all, but moving backwards. When I took my tests, my HCG levels was going down. It was at 40,000, then it dropped down. The second time I went, it dropped down to 20,000. I went and did my my follow-up on the ultrasound. But yeah, my HCG levels was going down tremendously. I didn't feel pregnant anymore. Like, the symptoms that I was getting, I was not feeling anymore. I began to feel more energetic. I'm like, wow. And then what really got me was my boobs. Like, when I was pregnant, you guys, I couldn't lay on my boobs. My boobs was so sore, like so heavy. Then when I laid on my boobs, I'm like, they feel okay. They feel normal. Like, they feel like, you know, I could lay on them now. So I was losing my pregnancy symptoms, you guys. And I was like, wow, you know, like, wow, that's how I knew. The dad, he was so hurt by it. He was just as happy as I was when I told him. He the one who told me, like, yeah, you need to take a test, you know. And I'm like, well, why do I need to take a test? Like, I take a test, but why? He the one who told me, like, take a test. And he's been so supportive from the first time I told him. Still to this day, he's very supportive. He still check on me and everything like that. But yeah, yes, he's still supportive. I was so happy when I found out, because I documented it, y'all. Like, it's gonna be somewhere on the screen. I might put it before anything, but anywhere in this video, y'all gonna see that clip. I was so happy to the point where I was gonna document every little thing. When I found out that when I was having symptoms, I said, let me document this just in case. I was pregnant. I was documenting everything, as y'all can see from the clip, from the pictures, the boomerangs. Like, I was ready. Y'all. Like, I was having baby names already planned, little gender reveal, little ideas. Like, I was so ready, you know. And I feel like that's what hurt it the most, because it's like, dang, man, not only would have she been a big sister, but, you know, I was happy, you know. So when I got the unfortunate news, it really did crush me, but I was also, again, mentally preparing myself for it. It's like I already knew it was coming after I seen my baby on the dang on ultrasound. After my first ultrasound, the 10-week ultrasound, and I seen my baby was still a pebble, and I talked to my OB, and she was going over my options and things like that. She told me, she said, when I told her, I said, I said that I know y'all gotta do y'all job. I said, but I was already mentally preparing myself. After I said, because I told her, like, I had a miscarriage already. You know, it didn't happen this way, but I know exactly how a successful pregnancy is supposed to look. You know, and when I seen that my baby was still a pebble, but on my app it said I was 10 weeks, but it was only measuring 6, I said, I knew something was wrong. I said, I was just mentally preparing myself. And she said, that's fine that you was mentally preparing yourself, but at the same time, give yourself time to feel those feelings. Like, you know, give yourself time to grieve, you know. So I thought to myself, like, I need to give myself time to feel this, you know. Like, even though I mentally prepare myself, I need to give myself time to feel what has happened, you know. So when I went, after I got that news or whatever. After leaving the office, y'all, I went inside the car and I just started crying. Like, I'm talking about to where my throat felt like it was about to close. That's how bad I was crying, y'all. I cried so hard, y'all. I texted Dad, and you know, I was just like, I was going off on him because I was just so hurt. I was just in my feelings, and he was like, I know this and that, but you don't have to take it out on me. Like, I'm here, like, I'm here to support. I'm here for you. I'm this and that. And after I exploded on him, I was like, he right, like, you know. But I was just so hurt. Like, I just got some bad news that I did not want to hear, you know. So I was crying for about 2 days, y'all. And it's crazy because as a mother, y'all, we don't want our kid or kids to see us down, to see us sad, to see us depressed, or whatever the case may be. So it's like we gotta put on the whole front. We gotta put how we feel to the side, what we going through to the side, to make sure our kids is still good, to make sure our kids don't feel what we feel. So it was so many times that I had to go inside the car just to cry. You know, like, I was so sad, I was crying. And it was one time where Lele was asleep. I was on my phone. She woke up out her sleep. And you guys see my favorite towel? She woke up out her sleep. Here. She woke up out her sleep and she gave me a kiss on my cheek and said that she loved me. She said, Mommy, I love you. And then she just, I'm like, oh my God. And that made me get so emotional, because it's like, you are a blessing. Like, you don't even know it. Like, she is my biggest blessing. She is the sweetest. Like, and I just looked at her and I was like, I'm like, Mommy love you too. Like, aw, like, that was so sweet. You know, and I'm going through what I'm going through, but by her saying it, it made me feel so good. It's so crazy. Her little hug and what she said, like, it made me feel a lot better. You know, like, it made me feel better. So, and she always tell me, like, you're the best mommy, you know. And I'm like, that really means a lot, you know. And I just feel like you never question God. God knows best, and God's timing is perfect timing. If you don't feel like something is not right at this time for you, it's not gonna happen. It's just not. And it's not, you know. And I feel like we shouldn't question him for the things that don't go right in our life, because only he knows what's best for us. You know what I'm saying? So even though it was a unfortunate thing, you know, I still look at the good. Like, even though I had a miscarriage, I know that I'm able to get pregnant. You know, and there's women out here that can't get pregnant, and I look at that like, I'm blessed. You know, I'm blessed. So after having a little talks to myself and praying and, you know, talking to the dad and everything, over time I just felt, I felt better. Y'all know I felt better. And yeah, I'm just here to, you know, put it out there, because I know it's the women out here that don't like talking about it. You know, I feel like they're gonna get judged or whatever the case may be. But I'm here to let y'all know. Camera cut off, y'all. But yeah, I'm here to let y'all know, like, it's okay to talk about it. You know, whether it's an abortion, miscarriage, whatever the case may be, it's okay to talk about it. You know, and I am human. I'm just like y'all. I bleed like y'all. I go through shit like y'all, okay? And on my channel, I like to show real junk. Not only do I like to show the good, but I like to show y'all the downhill things as well. You know, like, to show y'all, like, even though the things that don't go right in our life, we don't have to, you know, we have to realize, like, good is gonna come. And we just gotta push through it. We gotta push through the bad. Know that good is coming. You gotta believe it. And that's what I'm doing. So I feel like my ladies that went through it, going through it, whatever the case may be, y'all can hit my DM and we could definitely chat it up. Y'all know, like, definitely, if y'all feel like y'all don't have nobody to talk to, Jazzy is here. Like, I love to talk to people. I love to make people feel good. And I feel like I've always been that way in middle school. Well, I've always been that way since middle school, y'all. Everybody just felt like they could come talk to me. Like, I'm just so easy to talk to. Even strangers, like, they be telling me their whole life story. And I be thinking, like, I'm a stranger. Like, you feel this comfortable when talking to me? Like, I feel good. Like, that's a good feeling to realize, like, it's people out here that feel like you're good to talk to. You know? So that's why I'm putting this video out here. Is to just bring awareness and, you know, to let y'all know, like, if you're going through what I went through, you are not alone. It's a lot of people out here that's going through the same thing. I could be helping someone out there, even if it's one person or 5 people. If I can help somebody out there with this video, I did my job. I feel accomplished, okay? So I feel like whatever you put out, baby, just know that you helping somebody out there in this world, okay? So with this video, I hope I'm helping at least one person. You feel me? One person I hope I'm helping. If it's that one person, oh well, I feel good. I feel damn good. Okay? But yes, I was pregnant, and unfortunately I did have a miscarriage at, well, I don't think it's at 10 weeks because my baby measured 6, but I did have a miscarriage, y'all. And I will never forget it. Just like I haven't forgot the first one that happened in 2018. I never forgot that one. I will not forget this one. But I know that God's timing is perfect timing, and God knows what's best. So if he felt like it wasn't the right time, it just wasn't the right time. But yes, you guys, hope y'all enjoyed this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. But that's where I've been. And yeah, mentally, y'all, I'm good. I'm way better than I was a couple weeks ago. And I felt like I didn't want to rush to put this out there. I wanted to give myself time to actually go through what I went through, and, you know, because I didn't want to come in here crying. I had to get myself right in private before I, you know, came on camera and put this out there. So yeah, y'all, your girl is good, and more videos are dropping, but I'll be dropping videos every Wednesday and Thursday. So yes, every Wednesday and Thursday y'all will get a video. So y'all will see this video Wednesday, and I'll drop another video Thursday. and don't be trying to spam up who y'all think the dad is. Don't do it, because I know y'all gonna be like, we know who it is. It gotta be there, or could be, who is it? Like, no. Stay tuned for, you know, more videos coming every Wednesday and Thursday. Yeah, like, real life been happening, you know. So I want to say I love y'all, and if y'all want to chit chat it up in the comments, we can do that. If you want to, you know, DM me, you can do that as well. Y'all know your girl is here. I like to talk, you know. So yeah, that's it for this video, y'all. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. I love you guys, and yeah, I'm gonna see y'all in the next video, which will be on Thursday. This one with my real hair, y'all, because it gets so frizzy after a while. Like, the heat, it don't go with it. Don't, my hair do not mess with the heat. Like, it don't mess with the heat at all. So peace out, y'all. I love y'all. See you in the next video.